जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद ऑपरेटर सारंगी जिंदाबाद 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 बाबू सिंह जिंदाबाद 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 बाबू सिंह जिंदाबाद.
संकोच नहीं है, कोई डाउट नहीं है, ये 100% जीतेगी.
और मैम सब जगह जाती हैं, डोर टू डोर जाती हैं, सबका दुख समझती हैं और फिर आकर सॉल्व भी करती हैं.
बाबू सिंह जिंदाबाद 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 बाबू सिंह जिंदाबाद 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 पद्म फुला जिंदाबाद 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 पद्म फुला जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद.
We are here having a candid chat with none other than Aparajita Sarangi. Well, she is the Member of Parliament from Bhubaneshwar, and we are indeed in this candid moment. We are in fact moving for her rally that she is pushing right ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, where the battleground is heating up. So let's just know a bit about her life and what she plans to move ahead. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us here on Republic. My first question to you, we have seen so much love for you here in Bhubaneshwar. Well, you are an idol for people here, especially the women. What do you have to say?
I'm humbled by these kind words of yours. Yes, in fact, the people of Bhubaneswar and around are extremely kind towards me. They love me a lot, and we have emotional connect, if I can use this expression. I had the opportunity and the privilege of being the district collector of this area, and at that point of time we had done lots of works, and you can remember, you can recall, at that point of time super cyclone had struck Odisha. During those days, relief and rehabilitation works had been carried out by me with support from all, and thereafter I in fact became the municipal commissioner of Bhubaneswar city, and there the government ensured that I was in the seat for 4 full years. So that time also, I developed a very good relationship with the people of Bhubaneswar. So I think I can only say that I have emotional relationship with the people of Bhubaneswar. This is my karma bhumi, and this is my home. So people love me, and I'm really blessed.
Right, let's get a bit of you as a person, a bit of your personal life for the people who are here. They're wanting to know you. What has been your inspiration? Because we all know that earlier you were an IAS officer. You left that a bureaucrat's life. You became a politician. Why did you choose this?
Yes, I was in the Indian Administrative Service, and I can only say that both the central and the state governments gave me the best of postings. I served the government of Odisha and the people of Odisha for full 19 years, and thereafter I had moved to Delhi in 2013. I'm 1994 batch IAS officer, and from 2013 to 2018 I was joint secretary in the Ministry of Rural Development, and I had the privilege of looking into the implementation of MG and REGS, the biggest anti-poverty program of the world. And at that point of time, I remember one fine evening in Delhi, I was sitting with my family members, my 2 children and my husband, and I suddenly broached the idea of quitting the job and joining politics, and they were aghast. They didn't know what to say. But then, of course, I had my logic and my arguments, and I kind of convinced them. And today, whatever I am, it's because of the support I received from my husband and 2 children. I have a daughter and a son. They are doing extremely well, thanks to Mahaprabhu Jagannath and Lord Lingaraj, the presiding deity of Bhubaneswar. My husband is my batchmate from the IAS 94 batch, and he is working with the government of India. He's the Director General Foreign Trade, and he is my friend, philosopher and guide. He has been with me through thick and thin. My children have also been supporting me all through. So I think this has been a very beautiful journey so far, and great feeling when you serve people, when you see them smiling because of something that you have done for them. And I quit the service because I wanted a bigger platform, a huge horizon, and I really wanted to connect my life with the lives of hundreds and thousands of people on daily basis. And that's why I quit that job, though I had the best of everything. And I must say that everything was so perfect that perfection irked me, irked my nerves. So I thought better to, venture into the unknown and work for the people. And as Prime Minister Modi ji says, public policy and public service have been my agenda all through. For the past 5 years, I have done whatever I could do within my limitations, with support from everybody for the people of Bhubaneswar and Odisha, and this gives me tremendous satisfaction. If you ask me what's the best thing for me and what is the delight for me, I would say when I see smiles in the faces of Odiyas, I feel extremely happy.
But also, you were quite young when you cracked the civil services, and what was your motivation for, being the IAS? What would you have achieved back then? What were your thoughts that you wanted to get into the civil services?
With all humility, I would say that I never have stood second in my life, right? So I studied in a very good school in Bihar, and then I moved to a college, a nondescript kind of college, not very good, a women's college in Bhagalpur, Bihar. But then, my parents were teachers. So the only thing that I could see in my house while I grew up were books. So books were lying everywhere. So I think that was the only thing that, I could see while I grew up. So this was the reason why I got attached to books. I always stood first in all my examinations till the university. I topped in the university, in the intermediate and at the graduation level. And thereafter I took the civil services examination because I knew I would be getting that satisfaction if I could serve the people. So at that point of time, I discussed with my parents, and I thought that I'd be better serve the people if I get into the IAS. And God was very kind. I really toiled very hard because I come from a very conservative Brahmin household. So my parents were very keen to get me married just after graduation. So I topped in the university, and then my parents once called me and said, one fine evening, said that, it's very good that you have topped and you're a very good student, but now you have to get married and you have to go to your husband's place. And the husband will decide as to what you would do next. Then I had requested them for 1 year. I wanted to sit in the civil services examination, and they were aghast. They never thought I would be kind of, again, venturing into the unknown kind of thing.
Right.
So, but then they allowed me. Thereafter, the day they allowed me, I had just sought for 1 year from them, 365 days. So they said, okay, 365 days we give you. If you don't crack the civil services, then we get you married.
Right.
So that was the deal. And thereafter, I remember for 365 days, I did not see the sun set and sunrise. I really toiled hard, and in the first attempt, I cleared the civil services. And then, you know how it was. I came to Odisha. Odisha was my Kada.
Right.
Odisha is my Karma Bhumi, and I'm deeply attached to Odisha and the Odiyas. And I have married an Odia, so I'm Odisha Bhumi.
Right. In fact, like you explained, the amount of effort and the hard work you had put in for the 365 days, you haven't moved anything beyond your books. That was something you wanted to achieve there, that time. That indeed becomes an inspiration for young girls today, because in many pockets of our country, even today we see that women are being married off at a young age. So your story definitely inspires parents as well.
I can only say that one has to work very hard. If one is determined and one really wants to do well in life and achieve a goal, then I think hard work has no substitute. Persistence, determination, and passion for something big actually will get us achieve whatever we want to achieve in life. So it has been very hard work, and at the same time, I would say the right kind of guidance from the parents and the teachers, and humility is something very important, because once we are humble, we are ready to learn from others. If we are not humble, we would think that we know everything. But that humility is a virtue which I have tried to maintain all my life, and I try to learn from everybody. Learning is a constant life is a constant process of learning and enrichment and purification. So I have tried to learn from everybody I come in touch with. I do so every day. Politics teaches me a lot, because here I meet so many number of people, and politics has taught me patience. Politics has made me forget what anger is, and I have met hundreds and thousands of people who have many virtues which have not come to the fore maybe, but when you listen to people, I think many things you get to learn. So I think this listening habit also I could cultivate only in these 5 years. I came to politics, and every day hundreds of people come, and they have their own stories. Every person has a story to say.
Right.
Every person's life has a different tenor, I would say. So I think it's for me as a person to listen to everybody and try to figure out as to what I can do to better their life, and that is what politics is all about for me. And this is what I have learned from Prime Minister Modi ji. Prime Minister Modi ji is a huge inspiration for me. I mean, he is one person because of whom maybe I have decided to be in politics.
Right. So Prime Minister Modi is your idol, basically. My next question would have been that: who is your idol? Who has been your inspiration?
2 teachers in my life. One, my father. My father was a university professor of English, and his working style, his thought processes, I think have deep impact on my way of thinking, on my personality. And thereafter, when I went to Delhi in 2013, and I worked till 2018 in the Ministry of Rural Development, handling MG and REGS, I think Prime Minister Modi had just come as the Prime Minister on 26 May 2014, and I could see him working, the way he tried to kind of transform the country, and the way he used to try to bring a huge number of reforms in every sector. Right from 2014, things were not so good in UPA 1 and UPA 2 regime in different sectors.
Right.
So I think the way he tried to handle, I'll just give an example. I was the Joint Secretary MG and REGS.
Right.
And suddenly one fine day there was a review where our secretary had gone, Secretary of Rural Development, and he comes and tells us that Prime Minister wants to have electronic fund management system introduced in MG and REGS.
Right.
That means money would be credited directly into the account of the workers, those who work on the ground, and also to the account of the vendors. Electronically, direct benefit transfer. And I must say that Prime Minister Modi was so keen on getting it done that he gave us timelines, he gave us the directions, and he told us that 1st January 2015 this should be rolled out in the country. And I must tell you with all pride that because of his directions, because of his support, we could actually start the direct benefit transfer for the first time in the country in MG and REGS when I was the Joint Secretary.
Right.
So that gave me a deep sense of satisfaction, and I was really impressed with his working style.
Right.
So I was very keen to work very closely with him, and it's a great treat for me, I would say. I mean, I cannot express in words when I listen to him in the Lok Sabha, when he speaks to all of us, when he speaks to the nation
Right.
on certain issues, and I'm sitting very close to him where he stands and speaks. So it's a dream come true for me.
Right. We have been very closely tracking all your campaigns. We were in fact walking with you today during the Padyatra till the Lingaraj temple, and we have seen the massive support that you got on the ground. People are loving you. We have spoken to many people, including your Karyakartas, including the others on the ground. They just know one name. They just know Aparajita Sarangi, and that is what has been echoing throughout the campaign.
I'm really blessed. I'm telling you once more. And I have, if you ask me what has been your achievement in these 5 years, somebody would tell you about the kind of works one has done. I will definitely like to list out the works I've done. But my biggest achievement has been creating a huge family in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha. I don't think my family is limited to Bhubaneswar. Hundreds of people from all over Odisha, they are also part of this huge gigantic family, and we handhold each other. We want Modi government in Odisha. That's the ultimate goal that all of us have, and I'm very sure, I'm very confident that in the days to come, not very far, we would be having Modi government in Odisha. We should have a double engine sarkar, and we are going to win Bhubaneswar parliamentary constituency once again.
Right. As you were just mentioning, you would want to also speak about the work that you've done in the last 5 years. We know that you had made several promises back in 2019 that you would fight against corruption, against unemployment. So what would you say about that? Because we also know that you have been releasing report cards every year. So what would you like to say on that front?
So let me tell you, I have tried to give my 100% whichever assignment I have been given so far. Whichever, wherever I have been as a bureaucrat or as a politician now, as a member of parliament now, I have given my 100% to the job. And this has been done, whatever work I have done, it has been with the support of everybody. Now I must tell you that I wanted to redefine politician and politics in all these 5 years. I wanted to behave properly. I wanted to be as humble as possible, as polite as possible. I wanted to be knowledgeable. I wanted to connect with as many people as possible. I wanted to listen to people. I wanted to understand their grievances. And I really wanted to take very prompt steps towards mitigation of the grievances. And I can say with all satisfaction that I did try to do all these in these 5 years. I wanted to, show to the people of Odisha as to what a member of parliament can do.
Right.
मैं आपको बता दूं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने एक दिन कहा था, जब कर्मियों से बात कर रहे थे, उन्होंने कहा था कि मेरी इच्छा है कि मेरे सारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कर्मी परिश्रम और पराक्रम की पराकाष्ठा तक जाएं. That's what I did. I tried to follow what Prime Minister Modi said. परिश्रम और पराक्रम की पराकाष्ठा तक जाने की मैंने कोशिश की, और इसलिए आज मैं बहुत संतुष्ट हूँ. मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगी कि we have done lots of work, and every year we gave report card to the people who elected me.
Right.
And 5th year, last year, this year, I gave a consolidated report card where I listed out in 8 pages 50 major works that I have done. In fact, I would also give a copy of it to you. And you know what? It's always better to work, and work should speak for you.
Right.
Instead of talking big, one should always, show the works that one has done. And one major area which we really worked in was flyover construction, vehicle underpasses construction, foot over bridges construction on the national highways.
Right.
And here I got ample support from Prime Minister and Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister. And we got many these foot over bridges, over bridges and foot over bridges and flyovers constructed in Bhubaneswar area.
Right.
1. Number 2, I always wanted a 24 hours office. I wanted to show to the people of Bhubaneswar and Odisha as to what a member of parliament's office should be like.
Right.
And that is why an office was set up, I think in the first month of my getting elected here as a member of parliament. And thereafter, I can say with no exaggeration that this office of mine worked for 24 hours. You can test any day.
Right.
If you come at 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. and you knock at the door, people would come out and offer you a glass of water, take your grievance petition and call me up, because I sleep and my house is very close by. So it happens every day almost, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. people would come, and somebody has to go to AIM, somebody has some other
Right.
problem. So this happens. So public grievance was something which I really focused on. And if you can see my report card, 88% of the grievances, whichever I received, I think I received about 14,000 grievances. I think 88% of these were mitigated.
Right.
Through personal efforts. And I can say my office is run by the community. I can't afford so many number of people running the office.
Yes.
So boys and girls, old and young would all come and join hands and do something in my office. So it is all run by people. I cannot cannot bear so much of expenditure while running the office.
Right.
But 5 years it has run very well. So public grievance has been another area we have worked on. Number 3, we started a trust, Bharsa Trust. Bharsa in Odia is again trust.
Right.
Bharsa in Odia is trust, Vishwas. So what I did was I created a trust. Of course, it is a registered trust, and I requested all people across, cutting across, that you donate something to the trust.
Right.
And people started giving money to the trust, and I would not touch money. I would just say that you credit into the account, and I tell you, anybody and everybody coming for some kind of help would be aided monetarily. So suppose somebody has to fill up a form of a daughter, not getting money. Somebody has to go to a certain place, not having money.
Right.
Somebody has some operation to be done, some medicines to be purchased. So those small things, that we take care of. As a member of parliament, it's my duty to take care of. So that is how it is. And these are the 3 things. Then 4th, I kind of listed out the number of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana which had not been done in my area. Right?
Yes.
So I would move from place to place. Since morning till night, I am on the run, if I can use that word. In fact, I have 15 slippers of mine have got, what? I mean, I need, they have been broken. 15
Right.
slippers.
Right.
So 16th one I'm wearing today. So I have been an avid walker. I do a lot of padyatras.
Yes.
Lots of padyatras. You will always be seeing me walking on the streets. So I think most of the villages I have covered. I'm not talking of the Gram Panchayats. Most of the villages I have covered. Most of the urban areas I have covered. I think it is almost close to 100% coverage.
Right.
And many of the places I have gone twice or thrice also, people call me. And there is in the process, a huge connect has been established with the people of Bhubaneswar.
Right.
So lots of things we have done. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana we got done for so many people. We got roads done. We got Jal Jeevan Mission water supply done to the houses.
Right.
We got under Vasundhara we got Bijli done. Okay. So and then renovation of ponds we have done in a huge way.
Right.
So I think these small big things we have done in hugely. And then mitigating the grievances also mean interventions in different areas.
Right.
So that also been taken care of. So I think it goes on and on. The list is endless. You
That's
can always
right.
have a look at the report card.
That's right.
Huh.
Well, I would also come to things that you want to do or that you have been thriving to do here. But the one thing that brings me or forces me to ask you here, we also had a word with the BJD candidate of Bhubaneshwar who blatantly slammed your entire efforts that you have done. He has gone ahead and told us that you just want photo op, you just want to have the media around you, and that you haven't done anything. So this has been the version of the BJD candidate from Bhubaneshwar. What is your response?
But don't you think that is his job chart at this juncture? I think the party expects him to do so. He's like my younger brother. Very young. I think मेरे से बहुत छोटा है, छोटे भाई की तरह है. And he has to learn a lot in politics. See, Bhubaneshwar area, Bhubaneswar parliamentary segment demands a lot of maturity.
Right.
Because there are so many kinds of issues, so many kinds of people, and unless and until one has experience, one has knowledge, one has maturity, I don't think any member of parliament will be able to handle this area.
Right.
So I think समझदार को इशारा काफी है. My best wishes to the BJD contestant. He has to learn a lot.
Right. So with that, once again coming back to the fact that there were many things that you are still working on, you're thriving to make things better. One which I could understand from the people I spoke around you is that you're planning to do something in terms of the growth for the startups. What do you have to say on that?
Yes, indeed. In fact, there are two things which actually irk me always. One, women in SHGs do not have work in hand. 8th March 2001, Mission Shakti, the mission for empowering women, had been launched by Sri Naveen Patnaik's government. I was director of Mission Shakti for 4 years.
Right.
So I know that program in and out. And that point of time, the government had said that we would not just form groups, we would also give them work.
Right.
And they should be self-employed. But 23 years have passed. You go to any village, you ask women whether they have work, they don't have work.
Right.
I keep asking in all the sabhas whether they have work, all the hands go up saying we don't have work. So I think this government has failed on that score, number one. Number two, I must give you two statistics. As per the National Crime Record Bureau report of 2022, the highest number of human trafficking cases
Right.
is in Odisha. More than 1100 in 2022. So I think that is something which actually is very serious.
Right.
Now, Odisha has topped the list, number one. So here I think women's dignity has to be upheld. Women should be more secure, more protected. The situation is not so. And at the same time, economic empowerment of women has to be stressed. They have to be made independent.
Right.
They have to have self-employment avenues. State government has not been able to do so. So I think that is one area which I definitely want to flag, and I do flag everywhere. That is one of my top agenda items in the days to come.
Right.
Number two, I would say, International Labour Organization a couple of days back has released its report on the status of employment in 22 major states of India in 2024.
Right.
This report has just come. And unfortunately, as far as employment is concerned, youth employment is concerned, Odisha again is 22nd in rank. Among 22 states, it's the last 22nd rank.
Right.
42% of youth in Odisha are unemployed. So I think this is another concern for us. Another issue pertains to my city, which I really want to strike at immediately after I am re-elected, drainage system. I really want to work towards the drainage system in the city. There are areas which get hugely flooded.
Right.
And in fact, in the first term, I was a member of the Housing and Urban Development Parliamentary Standing Committee. And at that point of time, the state government had been told to prepare a comprehensive development plan for drainage system.
Right.
But unfortunately, they have not been able to do. Drainage is a cause of concern here. I would like to work towards that in that area. Number two, I would like to work for the slum dwellers. I would say lots of things need to be done towards improving their lives. So I think there I would like to work. Third, hundreds and thousands of people are there who are deprived of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
Right.
I think there also I would like to work. And there is a capital region ring road, 111 kilometers of road,
Right.
which is a necessity so that there is less of congestion in a particular segment
Right.
in my constituency. That also has to come up. It has not been done, so that also I would like to go for. So I think there are many things which I have planned. I would say many things have been done,
Right.
but I have an unfinished agenda. I would be addressing myself to those once I am re-elected.
Right. If we talk about the previous elections, what should we hold for?
Hold for a minute.
Huh.
Yeah, go.
How are the preparations for this elections going on? Because it is indeed a heated election. We are seeing that the India Alliance is indeed moving very fast. It calls the BJP as a corruption ring because they do not see themselves, but they continuously blame Prime Minister Modi of diminishing the democracy. So how for you are the campaigning and how for you are these elections going on? What are the preparations?
See, I would say very interestingly, I am not contesting the election. It's the people of Bhubaneswar who are contesting the election for me. जनता मेरे लिए निर्वाचन लड़ रही है. I have one statement which I make when I meet people these days. अगर मोदी जी को लाना है तो अपराजिता को जिताना है. So there is a need for the campaign. In fact, the entire nation wants Prime Minister Modi ji to come for the third time. Because we really want our economy to be third in position in the country, in the world. And we really want to go up in all the sectors.
Right.
We need more airports, we need more Vande Bharat,
Right.
we need much more beautiful roads. So I think only Modi ji can do all this.
Right.
So I think for a safer, secure and developed India, we really need Modi ji for the third time. And I would say, I would say, 100% I would like to work. 100% I would like to work. And 100% I would like to work. 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 1 A few weeks back, Modi ji had come to a nearby district, Jajpur. Right, it's a district near Bhubaneswar. Very recently he had come.
Right.
And about 3 lakh people were there to greet him. And the kind of enthusiasm which we saw, that explained that Modi ji was loved by one and all in Odisha.
Right.
So I think people want Modi ji's government in Odisha. We want a government which actually understands people.
Right.
A chief minister who is closer to people, who is with the people, and who is not outsourcing the government.
Right.
See, here is a chief minister in Odisha who has outsourced the government to a particular person, not even a team of persons, to a particular person, his aide. So this is very unfortunate. The Biju Janata Dal, what it does, the Karmis of Biju Janata Dal, what it does, it shows the face of the chief minister, Sri Naveen Patnaik ji, to garner votes,
Right.
to collect votes. But when it comes to, implementing things or governing
Right.
for the next 5 years, that particular aide of Sri Naveen Patnaik ji is the face.
Right.
So people don't look at the chief minister for full 5 years. He's hardly visible. So I think this particular aide carries on all the functions of the chief minister, which I think is very unfortunate. And I would say that this has been disliked by one and all. And I think that is why the discontentment is very much there among the people of Odisha, and they want a change. They want parivartan in Odisha.
Right. With you talking about chief minister, here a very interesting question I would want to ask. And what I've been hearing from people here, especially the women, they want Aparajita Sarangi as the chief minister of Odisha. So there has been a lot of support there that I have also witnessed for you. They want you as the chief minister. So what is your view on that part?
Again, I would say that people are very kind towards me. See, I do my duty to the best of my ability. I learn something or the other from everybody. Prime Minister Modi ji has been my source of inspiration. I keep listening to his speeches. I keep reading about him. I'm a great admirer of Madam Sushma Swaraj. So I have listened to all her speeches. I read all the books as much as I can whenever I get time on the ideology of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Right.
And we talk of Rashtra Nirman, we talk of Antyodaya, we talk of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we talk of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, or Sabka Prayas, Sabka Prayas. So I think for me every moment is important, every day is important. I don't look beyond a day. People are kind, they love me. So I don't think I am here for any kind of designation or any kind of post. I love every moment of my member of parliamentship,
Right.
if I can say that, and I live in the present.
Right. With the Lok Sabha here in Odisha as well, we see that the assembly elections are also at the same time. So what are the preparations of the BJP for that?
No, we are very serious. In fact, I can only say that Kendriya BJP has been keeping us very serious, if I can use that word. We have very good leaders. We have to accept that.
Right.
I mean, the 3 top leaders, Prime Minister and Honorable Home Minister and Honorable President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Sri Nadda ji. 3 of them are top leaders. And they have been guiding us all through. We know our job. And there is a strategy in place. There is a manifesto in place.
Right.
And we are a very disciplined party, where hard work and talent are respected. Women are respected. I am from IAS background, right? So when I left the IAS and when I came to politics, let me tell you honestly, you are a woman, I can always confide in you. I was slightly shaky. I didn't know what kind of reception I would get in politics, in Bharatiya Janata Party.
Right.
But since the day I have joined, I think it's almost more than 5 years. Since the day I have joined, I have always felt highly elevated and respected by one and all.
Right.
So that is the culture of our party.
Right.
Our party is known for its very high thinking, very good philosophy, and I feel very comfortable. I have not even once I have felt that since I am out of IAS, I am not getting the kind of environment that I need to
Right.
operate in. So I have never felt that way. I feel very comfortable, and that's the culture of the party. We work very hard, and that's what our leaders expect of us. And if I have been given a ticket, I know it's because my performance has been liked by my leaders.
Right.
And there has been a survey, and people have said good things about me, otherwise I would not have been renominated. I know.
Right.
I know very well. So I think, as Prime Minister always says, reform, perform or perish.
Right.
So either if I don't perform, I perish.
Right.
So there is absolutely no third thing. Either you perform or you perish, there is no third.
Right.
So it's either yes or no, there is no third answer. There is either black or white, no shades of grey here.
Right.
So I have to work hard. I have to be with the people. I have to serve the people. I have to fulfill the mandate of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and I have to ensure that we, move towards the developed nation idea of Prime Minister by 2047.
Right.
So I think my role is clear cut. My job is very much defined by my leaders.
Right.
And I'm in a very safe environment. I'm in an environment where I'm hugely respected. So I'm enjoying.
Right. We would ask you this concluding question now at this point. Well, very basically, what would be the winning margin this time? And as per you, and how confident are you?
See, last time, let me tell you, I had got only 4 months to campaign. I was an officer. I didn't know what politics was all about. And suddenly I was given the ticket. So I got the ticket maybe, during this part of the year. But I had been told around November, December of 2018 that I had to go for election in April 2019. So I did 3-4 months in hand. And I didn't know P of politics. So I just came, since the people were known to me, I just moved around the parliamentary segment, just like that.
Right.
That time, 7 MLAs, my candidates, BJP candidates, lost. I was the only MP who won, only candidate of the Bharatiya Janata Party who won in Bhubaneswar. And it was a split voting. There would be 2 EVMs, electronic voting machines, and a polling booth. One will be for the MP and one will be for the MLAs.
Yes.
And they would be voting differentially. They would vote for me here and they would vote for the state government's candidate there.
Right.
It happened like that. 7 MLAs lost, I won. And this time, I have really worked very hard with support from all. 5 years has been grueling.
Right.
And I've really worked hard, and I can count the things that I have done. The report card is there, everything is there in black and white.
Right.
So I think, and people are very happy. You can see, when I'm moving with you, you can see people waving at me.
That's right.
That's the kind of love that I have.
Right.
I'm in the hearts of people, and I'm blessed. So I think I'm very hopeful that this particular seat would be won again, and this would be my gift to Prime Minister Modi as his disciple.
That's right. And lastly, what would you want to tell the people of Odisha, the people of the nation, and our viewers as well?
See, I can only say that we have to think beyond ourselves. We have to think about our society, about our state, and about our nation. If nation moves forward, I think we will all move forward. So I think, burying all small differences, we have to join hands and we have to move forward. I don't think the concept of development knows any political party or caste or any kind of narrowness. So I think rising above all these small petty things, we have to think about nation building. If we have a lofty goal for the nation, I think we all will succeed together. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
That's right. Well, I've been joined by the supporters of the BJP and especially the very famous Aparajita Sarangi, who is the member of the parliament from Bhubaneshwar, and she is once again the key candidate of Bhubaneshwar. So let us go ahead and speak with her supporters here in Bhubaneshwar. Let me start with you, ma'am. कैसा रहा आपका मैम के साथ? क्या समझते हैं इस बार भी बीजेपी ही जीतेगी?
इसमें तो कोई संकोच नहीं है, कोई डाउट नहीं है, ये 100% जीतेगी। जो अपराजिता मैडम के बारे में जो हम क्या बोलें तो धृष्टता होगा। तो ये एक मतलब एक पॉजिटिव पॉलिटिशियन है, पॉजिटिव तरीके से राजनीति को मतलब रूपरेख देना चाहते हैं। जैसे जो आगामी पीढ़ी आता है, कोई पेरेंट्स अपना बच्चा को पॉलिटिक्स में डाल सके, जो पॉलिटिक्स अभी पॉलिटिक्स मतलब इंटेलेक्चुअल्स आउट फ्रॉम पॉलिटिक्स, अभी हम लोग इंटेलेक्चुअल्स पॉलिटिक्स में इन होने के लिए इच्छुक है। हम सारे इंटेलेक्चुअल्स हैं जो रात दिन यही भुवनेश्वर के बारे में जो सोचता है, जो मैडम सारंगी भुवनेश्वर के बारे में, उनका संसदीय क्षेत्र के बारे में बहुत कुछ सोचते हैं, मतलब 18 घंटा परिश्रम करते हैं। तो यही हम अनोखा जो क्या बोले उसी को एक स्पंदन महसूस किए हैं। तो ये तो आएंगे ही, आके हैं ये, मतलब ये हमारा अहंकार नहीं, ये हमारा क्या बोले कॉन्फिडेंस है, ये हमारा आत्मविश्वास है। जो कर्म हम लोग कर रहे हैं, मैडम जी जो कर्म कर रहे हैं वो जानते हैं, उनका संसदीय क्षेत्र का लोग महसूस करते हैं। तो ऊपर भगवान जी का आशीर्वाद है, लोगों का आशीर्वाद उनके साथ है।
जी मैम, आपसे पूछती हूँ अपराजिता मैडम का सपोर्ट कैसा रहा है, क्योंकि हम सब यहाँ पे वी आर ऑल अ वुमन हियर एंड शी इज आल्सो अ वुमन कैंडिडेट, सो शी डेफिनेटली हैज अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड फ्रॉम हर वुमन सपोर्टर्स। क्या लगता है?
देखिए, बिफोर आई स्टार्टेड to say something, I would like to say that Aparajita Sarangi is not a person, she is an institution. जब वो चलती है, 1000 संख्या के महिला पुरुष उनके साथ चलते हैं। तो एक व्यक्ति अकेली वो नहीं है, उनके साथ पूरा संगठन है, उनके साथ पूरा उड़ीसा है और उड़ीसा के सारे जनसाधारण उनके साथ है। अगला जो पिछले साल वो 5 वर्ष तक सांसद रही थी भुवनेश्वर लोकसभा में, तो एक बात हम बहुत में नहीं सारे उड़ीसा वासी ये महसूस किए हैं, जो सांसद घर देखती है ना अपना परिवार देखती है। व्यक्ति एक महिला के स्वरूप से मैं बोलूँगी कि घर नहीं, परिवार नहीं, वो सारा उड़ीसा को अपना घर मानती है। ये जो कर्मी यहाँ पर ऑफिस में आते हैं, सांसद के कार्यालय में आते हैं, मैं एक बात उनसे सुनती हूँ और मेरे को बहुत प्रेरणा मिलती है कि ये मेरा परिवार है। देखो मेरा परिवार कितना बड़ा हो गया है। तो एक पॉलिटिशियन के लिए, एक राजनेता के लिए, एक महिला के लिए ये तो एक संवेदनशील बात है कि सारा कर्मी को, सारा उड़ीसा के जनसाधारण को अपना परिवार वो मानती है। और महिला के लिए वो स्पेसिफिकली वो बोलती है कि मैं हंस देखना चाहती हूँ, मुस्कुराना देखना चाहती हूँ, सारा महिला, सारा उड़ीसावासी हंसना जैसे सीखे। तो ये एक अनोखा कार्य पद्धति है हमारे सांसद की। और ये दूसरी बात है उनका व्यक्तित्व की, जो अभी वो पॉलिटिशियन है, बिफोर ज्वाइन दिस पॉलिटिक्स शी वाज एन IAS ऑफिसर, कैडर बेस्ड IAS ऑफिसर। सो वो जो माहौल से आई है, इंटेलेक्चुअल माहौल से आई है, तो कुछ करने की जो लालसा होती है, क्षुधा होती है अपने अंदर, जो एपेटाइट होता है टू डू समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा, टू डू सम एक्स्ट्रा थिंग्स। तो मेरा एक कोट याद आता है कि सपोर्ट्स सिस्टम जो उनका है वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है उड़ीसा में। एंड सक्सेस इज सम ऑफ स्मॉल एफर्ट्स डे इन एंड डे आउट। और ये जो 5 साल अपने सांसद को हमने देखा है ये लोकसभा में, एक दिन वो थकी नहीं है, रुकी नहीं है, लगातार काम करती है। और ये सारा उड़ीसा के तरफ से मैं बोल भी सकती हूँ गर्व से, अपना सांसद जीतेगी, लाखों तादाद के वोट में जीतेगी और जरूर जीतेगी। ये हमारी संसदीय क्षेत्र में एक सकारात्मक परिस्थिति अभी देखने को मिला है। और जो मोदी को वो अपना आइडियल मानती है, मोदी भी मैं बोलूँगी कि मोदी इज नॉट एन ही इज नॉट पर्सन, ही इज ऑल्सो एन इंस्टीट्यूशन। तो वो जो प्रेरणा पाके आई है, तो निश्चित तौर पे ये ग्रास रूट लेवल में वो अपना काम करेगी, वो जलवा दिखाएगी। अपराजिता इज एन अनबीटेबल वुमन एंड शी विल बी अनबीटेबल इन फ्यू ईयर मोर लेटर आल्सो। एंड थैंक यू सो मच।
जी अच्छा, अगर मैम की बात की जाए तो मैम है कि ये यूथ को बहुत ऊपर खड़ा कर रही हैं। इन्होंने ग्राउंड लेवल पे भी बहुत काम किया है, घर घर जाके मैडम सबके बारे में बात करती है। आपका क्या कहना है?
अपराजिता मैडम के बारे में आप जितना भी बोले वो कमी है। वो आज सांसद 5 साल से जो काम करके आए हैं ग्राउंड लेवल में, और हम लोग लेडीज़ लोग जो घर में बैठे थे, कुछ काम धंधा नहीं था, हम उनके साथ, उनका काम से हम इंस्पायर्ड होके उनके साथ काम करने के लिए आगे आए हैं। तो उनका जो 5 साल से जो जैसे जैसे वो काम किए हैं, वो काम किसी भी संसद के साथ कंपेयर में नहीं आता है। उनका बहुत ऊपर है, उनका सोचने का तरीका, उनका काम करने का तरीका। रोज सुबह 7 से रात 12 बजे तक 11 बजे तक काम करती है और सबको लेके साथ चलती है। उनका काम है, उनका मेन मोटो है, वो काम करना चाहती है, सबका भला करना चाहती है। और हम लोग उनके साथ काम करके आज खुद को गर्व महसूस कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनका तरीका कुछ अलग है। वो अच्छा, उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। हम इसीलिए चाहते हैं आओ थरे अपराजिता, बार बार अपराजिता, हर बार अपराजिता।
रोलिंग गो।
आपको मैम के बारे में सबसे ज्यादा क्या अच्छा लगता है? मैम ने आपको कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस किया?
शी इज़ रोल मॉडल ऑफ आवर ओडिशा। वो रोज सुबह उठ के 7 बजे से रात 12 बजे तक काम करते हैं। लोगों को एक एक जीवन को छूने की कोशिश करते हैं। हम लोग उनसे इंस्पायर होके, हम लोग हाउसवाइफ थे, हम घर से बाहर निकल के उनके साथ काम करने के लिए पसंद किए, इसलिए हम उनके साथ एसोसिएट हैं।
जी मैडम, आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि मैम का वो बहुत शौकीन है बहुत चीज़ों का। हमने देखा है मैम हैंडलूम की साड़ियाँ पहनती है, मैम सबसे ग्राउंड लेवल पे कनेक्ट करती है। आपको मैम के बारे में वो क्या चीज़ जो बहुत अच्छी लगती है?
मैम की सबसे ज़्यादा स्माइल बहुत अच्छी लगती है, और मैम इतनी अच्छी है, अगर आप कोई भी कहीं पे भी मैम के बारे में पूछो सब बोलेंगे मैम बहुत अच्छी हैं। और मैम सब जगह जाती हैं, डोर टू डोर जाती हैं, सबका दुख समझती हैं और फिर आकर सॉल्व भी करती हैं। और हमें भी बोलती हैं कि आप लोग भी जाओ, मैं अगर नहीं जा पा रही हूँ तो आप लोग जाओ, कौन कैसे परेशान है क्या है वो सब मैम को आके हम लोग बताते हैं। मैम बोल देती हैं मैं आज जाऊँगी तो वो आज ही आ जाती हैं। मैम वहीं पर बोल देती हैं कल हो जाएगा कि परसों हो जाएगा, डेट दे के आ जाती हैं। वही मैम बहुत ही है काम करने में। मैम तो 24 घंटे से 18 घंटा काम करती हैं, और वो सबको ही बोलते हैं आप लोग भी काम करिए।
जी, हमें पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस है, आपको भी पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस है कि इस बार भुवनेश्वर में अपराजिता सारंगी फिर से वापस आएंगी एज अ मेंबर ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट। आपका क्या कहना है?
For sure, there is absolutely no doubt. Means it's 100% sure that she will again repeat. Because it means wherever I'm going, whomsoever I'm asking, they are 100% saying that we need her. She means it's not like that people are saying that आएगी कि नहीं, ऐसा कोई doubt ही नहीं है. Because whomever we are asking, they are saying that ma'am is the only person whom we can see. And not only her means constituency, I'm telling completely, and all the 7 constituencies, they are completely saying that we need ma'am. They are not saying like मतलब क्या वो नहीं बोल रहे हैं कि मैम आएंगे कि नहीं, जैसे आप क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं. Of course I agree, वो asking that, but it's the only thing that they're saying that we need ma'am. So the people of Odisha need her, the people of our constituency need her, the people of all her 7 constituencies absolutely need her, and she's a deserving candidate. There's means nothing that she won't come. For sure she's already winning. All right, thank you.
आप बताइए, अपराजिता सारंगी का नाम हर जगह है भुवनेश्वर में। जैसे हमने देखा थोड़ी देर पहले मैम ने पदयात्रा किया लिंगराज टेम्पल तक, बहुत सपोर्ट मिला लोगों से। इस पर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, अपराजिता मैम वो ऐसे सांसद है जो पूरा भुवनेश्वर का कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी जो 7 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है, वो सब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में पॉपुलर है। बहुत काम किए हैं, दिन भर 18 घंटा काम करके लोगों के लिए लोक सेवा लोक नीति का प्रचार करते हैं, काम भी करते हैं। और जो काम करते हैं, इसी नेता को हम पब्लिक चाहते हैं, पूरा भुवनेश्वर चाहता है, वो फिर बाहर आएंगे, ये दावा के साथ बोलते हैं।